Good morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League Grade 2 match. Aaron Bush with you for a Thursday morning. It is HSBC Live up against the Sky Warriors Incredibles. HSBC Live winning the toss, electing to have a bat. Well, Jogani, ball in hand, ready to go. Out in the middle, Jekka and Dumpa for HSBC Live. Jekka will be on strike. Umpire Imran Arif in place. Wicketkeeper on screen, top of screen. Bhavik Bayani for the Incredibles. We're live on YouTube. And, of course, don't forget to check out the KCC Match Centre. If you can't be watching on and listening on all day, that'll give you ball by ball. You can also check out the tables and see where everybody stands. I'm pulling that one up now as we're ready to get underway. Runs immediately off the bat with a full one from Jagani. Come back comfortably for two. Jekka starts his runs for the day. Well, that's squirted away for four this time. Good shape in from Jagani. Vasant just finding the edge. No slip in place. Shuffled across onto his leg stump. Shape away this time from Jagani. Nice and full again. After runs off the first two deliveries. A couple of dots. Have a look at the KCC Morning League Grade 2 table so far. And the team in white out there with the bat in hand. HSBC Live, top of the table. Played 3-1-3. Well, the Sky Warriors Incredibles sitting in sixth of the eighth teams. 3 played, 1 win, a couple of losses. So they'll be looking to bounce back here, the Sky Warrior Incredibles. Trying to go 2-2 after 4, but HSBC looking for a clean sweep to start the season. It was nice and straight, so finishes off with a string of dots. 6 runs coming from the first HSBC Live R6 for the loss of no wicket after 1. Chetan to bowl over number 2 for the Sky Warriors Incredibles. We will run through the playing teams today. Once I pull them up on my phone. The Sky Warriors Incredibles, the captain, Divyesh Sampal, Meet Vora, Prabhu Shah, Supul Jagani, Chetan Shah, ball in hand for over 2. Nitesh, Sankit, Bhavik Bayani with the gloves on. Nihar, Nico Shah, Vrushank and Mayank round out. They're playing 11 today for Sky Warriors. For HSBC Life, captain out there in the middle at the non-striker's end, Vasant Jekka. Trideep Mukherjee, the other batter on strike at the moment, Dharma Dumpa. Ruhul Bairagi, Ganesh Shetty, Arun Ramakrishnan, Naranjan Naik, the Ninja, playing for HSBC Life, Jayakumar, Ashistaka Ankur and Naveen Kumara round out the playing 11 for Sky Warriors, for HSBC Life, I should say. 7 dot balls after a bit of a blistering start. 2 and a lucky 4. And 7 dots in a row. Very full. They find 1. Oh, and drags this one down the leg side and helped on its way backward a square on the 45 for 4. Short boundary. Picks up another one for the captain, Jekka. His second boundary. Keep the runs ticking over for HSBC Life. The left arm of Chetan Shah. Started outside leg. Kept on shaping away, so it was an easy help around. No fine leg. Nobody on the boundary. They got a deep forward square and a deep cover, and the 2 outside the circle. So tip and run this time. And it is very good running to finish off the over. 6 coming off the second as well, as HSBC Life moved to 12th for the loss of no wicket after 2. Vigani to continue. Coming off 4 straight dot balls. They've removed that deep forward square. They haven't got anyone backward a square, though, so that's going to be 4 runs to start with as well for the over. Jagger, 15 off 9, 12 of them in boundaries. Well, but forward point in place. Forward and backward point. Fly gully. Backward square, just backward of square inside the circle. Wideish mid-wicket. Long on in place. Interesting. Given all the boundaries so far have gone behind square or point. Incredibles have gone with the long on. So they've done their research and they know Vashant Jekka likes to go big. Extra cover inside, well inside the circle. Keeps that one down to a dot as well. The way the first 2 overs are gone, you'd expect this one to go for 2. 6 in the first, 6 in the second. 4 so far in the third. Shorter one. It's not going to go for 2. It's going to go for 4. So bookending the third over with boundaries for Jekka as he moves to 19. HSBC Life after 320 for the loss of no wicket. Chetan to continue. 6 off his first. Halfway through the power play. HSBC Life with a very good start. All off the bat of the captain. 19 of the 20 so far. Chancing it. Oh, not only was that incredibly close, but Vashant Jekka was jumping to get out of the way there. If it was a direct hit and he was in the air, he'd have to go. That was Dumper, in fact. Now it's Jekka on strike. I mentioned that, and it seems like a rare chance that that could happen. But it did happen last week in Morning League, I think. Runner Reef gave out a run out from square leg as someone tried to jump over the top of the ball so they didn't get hit. Went on to hit the stumps while they're in midair. So I'd only seen it on cricket videos before, but then I got to see it firsthand live. A big appeal from Chetan. No interest from umpire Imran Arif. You can tell when Imran is interested in the LBW because he doesn't move an inch and then very slowly raises the left hand and the left index finger. He turned away pretty quickly there. Oh, that's going to be a no ball, surely. A free hit goes to the fly gully. So not too much damage done. This is the one extra and the first extra for the Sky Warriors Incredibles this morning. This one hit to mid-off. Been plenty of dots to start with here for the Incredibles, but 4 boundaries help the runs for top of the table HSBC Live. Tries to cut this one backward a point, but straight to the fielder again. Tidy one, end of the over, just the 2 runs coming from the fourth. HSBC Live, 22 for the loss of no wicket. Pulled away forward of square. The square leg onto it quickly. Has a shy, not far away. Dumple was safely into the crease that time. Oh, another full toss and another one gone for 4. That's the zone for Jekka. He moves into the 20s with his 5th boundary. He gets a free hit now as well. So doesn't carry on to the boundary. Get back after the from the Incredibles in the 4th with 2 runs coming from it. The runs continue back on the board. Most of the strike, the captain, Vashant Jacka, 23 of the 30 deliveries. Face between the two. But he's making good use of them, going it over a run of ball 26. Yorker length one from Vigani, swinging hard, but can't connect into the over. 8 runs coming from the 5th. HSBC Life going at 6s. They're 30 for none. Going around the wicket and dragging it down the leg side this time from Chetan. And he gets the line right on this delivery. Once the third over the waist, no ball. And another one that's a no ball being dispatched. And another boundary to Jekka. Over the waist, no ball. And the replay, big and full and outside off. Vashant says, thank you very much. I'm not going to miss out on that one. After an over that went for just 2, but did include a over the waist no ball previously. And his third. Chetan's given up a 4 with a no ball. So the free hit. That fully clear. Jar was a player out in the deep as well. Deep forward square, but couldn't get hands on it. Dropped just inside the rope and then over for 4 back-to-back boundaries. Decker into the 30s. What do Sky Warriors Incredibles do now? That was awfully close to being over the waist height again, just dipping in time. A few too many full tosses at the moment from the Incredibles. Early morning dew, slippery ball. Certainly tough conditions to bowl in. It's a beautiful day as we slowly grind our way out of winter. Pushed nicely through the covers. Another boundary, the third of the over. This time, Dharmadupa getting into the action. His first boundary, the 8th of the innings for HSBC Life. Still 2 balls left of the power play. This is becoming a big over for HSBC Life. Drops it in short this time. End of the over, 15 coming from it. Power play done. HSBC Life 45 for the loss of no wicket. Vashant Jekka, before today's match, sitting in 3rd in the most runs for KCC Morning League Grade 2 so far this season. He had 137. Now with 35 more, he's gone top of the table. Prabhu Shah to take over the bowling duties outside the power play. Jecker on strike. For today, Vashant Jecker, 5th on the average table for KCC Morning League Grade 2 with an average of 68.5. He's over halfway there to getting that average today as well. Has a higher score so far this season of 71. And the only top 10 he doesn't appear in is strike rate. And that's pretty hard. There's some players in there, I'm sure, that at lower order can go smashing. The openers take their time a little bit more with plenty of overs to see through. They've survived the power play, the opening couple from HSBC Life. Glove work there from Vivek Bayani. Was enlisted to do the glove work today, Bhavik, but the number one keeper not here for the Incredibles. Oh, very nicely played. Coverage in deep extra cover. Pretty tidy start so far from Prabhu. Just 2 singles halfway through. Jacker back on strike, 36. Oh, that's his favourite spot. He's shown it all day. Backward a square on the 45. Another boundary. Moves to 40. 50 up for HSBC Life inside 7. Continuing to go at over 7 and over. 8th for out of his 40 for Vashant Jecker. He moves to 177 on the table. Puts him 21 runs in front of the next best. On the back of the bat of the captain. That's why HSBC Life at top of the table. 50-run partnership, of course, as well, with no wickets down. Takes that one into the belly, I think. It's a dot to finish off. A couple of dots, in fact. 6 runs coming from the 7th. HSBC Life bring up the half century. They're 51 for none after 7. Over number 8 is gone to Nico. Nihar Shah takes off the cap. Hands it to umpire Akash Yadav. Starts nicely. Just outside off. Deep cover. Long on. Deep forward square. Deep backward square. No one inside the circle on the leg side. They've also got a deep mid wicket. Way forward. Keeps the back foot down though. This is tidy. It's what the Incredibles need. They need wickets. They can start with some strings of dot balls as well. Dry up the boundaries. Dumper comes a long way forward. This time he has to get bat on ball. Skied up in the air. Two trying to get underneath. It doesn't carry to meet Vora. Bit lucky. Had to get bat on ball, otherwise he was going to be stumped. Skies it up. Doesn't carry out into the deep. There was a fielder at square leg. They probably could have just taken about 5 steps backwards, but no one inside the circle, as I mentioned. And this is the kind of over the Incredibles need. They need to fight back. They need to find some wickets. See if HSBC Live have wickets in hand going into the last 6 overs or so. They can swing the bat at ease. Very good over from Nico. Just the single coming from the 8th. HSBC Live 52 for none. Double continuing, single only off the first. Charge, but this is topped up in the air. It's not going to carry again. Just chips inside the circle. Top edge up in the air. Taken. Subal Dagani takes the catch at gully. And that's the end of Damadumpa for 10. He departs. The first wicket falls for HSBC Life on 54. It took a while. Coming in at number 3 for HSBC. Thacker. Ashish Thacker. Nice platform set. Coming in the 9th. Prabhu is the man that gets the breakthrough for the Sky Warriors Incredibles. A nice catch. Didn't have to move there. Jagani. Starting with that around the wicket action, even to the right-handers. It's obviously Prabhu's style. Oh, could be a second one. Well, he's got two in the over and he's gone straight the same way. Out for a duck. Ducker departs. Caught Jagani again at Gully. HSBC Life lose their second on 55. This one right in the right spot. Better turn. Revs on the ball. Outside edge of the bat. This spoons up Jagani. Ruhil Bairagi out to the crease at number 4. Join the captain. On the platform was set, but 2 quick wickets this over has changed the complex. Incredibles getting themselves back into the game on the arm of Prabhu Shah. Well, what an over that was from Prabhu. 2 wickets, just the 3 runs after 9 HSBC Life. 55 for 2. Bring up the baby bowling card on the side of the screen there, and you can see 2 wickets. 2 for 9 off 2 for Prabhu. Combining well with Nihar. He bowled 1 over. Only the 1 run. So the pressure from both of them, as Nico does come back in for a second, I think helped generate that wicket. Wickets, plural. And that one, not Nico's best. No ball off the pitch. Free hit. And it's the captain who gets the free hit. Swatted away. Out on side of off, but there was protection in the deep. But the protection completely missed it. As you can see, hands on head from Nico. Another boundary to Jekyll. Will take up his 9th 4. Hit straight to the player out there. He's been replaced. They put a deep point in place now. Nope, they're going to stay. Looks like Nitesh Gandhi out there. He's usually a very safe pair of hands. Oh, goes the little delicate scoop. Again, nobody inside the circle to take a catch. Oh, and Nico strikes this time. The feather edge from Bairagi. Another duck in the books for HSBC Life. They lose their 3rd on 61. Good glove work there. Bhavik Bayani right up to the stumps for Nico. He knew it immediately. The hand went up, then the finger went up from umpire Yadav. Bairagi out for 0. As the captain keeps losing wickets around him. Bashant Vajeka on 46. Coming to the crease at number 5, Anka Kumar for HSBC Life. That's just how quickly a game can change here. in the KCC Morning League. HSBC Life were 55 for none. All of a sudden, they're 61 for 3. Winds up big on this one and chops it straight on to middle and off. Anchor tosses the bat in disgust, but he has to go. Self-inflicted wound. Abu's got 2. Nihar's got 2. HSBC Live 61 for 4. Well, the number 6 coming out to the crease for HSBC Live. Nico is on a hat trick. That's the Ninja coming out at number 6, Narendra Naik. He gets the hat trick ball. 55 for none, 61 for 4. Top of the table, HSBC Life. 6th on the table. Sky Warriors Incredibles. Ranjan happy to see off the hat trick ball. Lots of chat in the field now from the Sky Warriors Incredibles. First 7 overs, couldn't hear a peep as Vashant Jekka was taking them to the cleaners, but Sky Warriors Incredibles have said, okay, if we can't get him out, we'll get everyone else out. And so far they have. Second over in a row with 2 wickets falling after 10. We're halfway there. HSBC Live 61 for 4. Flying through the overs. 10 done, 10 remain. It's umpire Imran Arif on screen, radioing into our broadcast area, just letting us know that's the fastest 10 overs he's seen in the competition so far. Which is not bad. 61 runs coming, 4 wickets. Still very fast over rate. See a change in bowling here. Nitesh Gandhi into the attack to over number 11. All of a sudden, the Incredibles have the ascendancy. The captain, and Jekka, still out there. Swinging hard. Missing it all. Shaped away too much there from Nitesh. Cuts away on the offside. Deep point in place, so moves to 47. Remembering Jekka's averaging 68. He's now by far the highest scorer in grade 2. But he needs a friend. A friend to stick around for a few overs here. Will it be Niranjan Naik? Well, he's going to start with a maximum. Big one backward of square on that 45-degree angle. Helped that it's on its way. Used a bit of the pace from Nitesh. Plus the angle across the body. Way down leg side. So the Ninja says, thank you. I'll take that one. And that one also dragged down the leg side, left alone by Nike. So take another extra. After sputtering here, HSBC Life. They've got some life back into the batting innings off this over. 9 runs so far with 1 ball remaining. Pops that one up over the top. I think it's the captain there, Divyesh Sompal. He was inside the circle. Didn't carry all the way. Get back for 1. So it'll be a 10-run over from HSBC Life. 74 for 1 after 11. 9 overs remaining. There's the Hong Kong with all the towers. A big one there of 15 runs in the 6th, but that one there just now, the second best of the innings. It's interesting they decided to take Prabhu out of the attack after his 2 overs, getting 2 wickets. I'm not going to do the same with Nico. He's going to continue into his 3rd. Was nicely played by Nate. Just waited on it, soft hands onto the offside, take another single. On half century, watch now for Vashan Jekka, 47 off 43. Just inside the tram lines. Again, going for that feather. Last thing he wants to do is nick off Nico before he gets to the half-century mark. He's taken that one into the rib cage, I think. Signalled leg by. More of a rib by. Nike back on strike. 8 off 5. .4 overs, 2 for 9 for Nico. You can see. Bowling very well today. Jekka looking to poke that one around the corner as well, but it just goes straight back to the bowler. The beautiful new big LED scoreboard here at Kowloon Cricket Club. Vashant can see he's on 47. Let's make that 48 as he pushes it out to meet Vora at deep mid-wicket to finish off the over. He'll retain strike after 12. HSBC Live, 75 for 4. Prabhu back into the attack. They thought it was a bit strange that they pushed an over from the Tash when he had the ascendancy. 2 overs, 2 for 9. That's what I was saying about Nico, but he's now 2 for 10. Hits hard, up over the top, work to do in the deep. Can he cut it off? He can't! There's the half century. Vashant Jacker, the captain of HSBC Life, brings up his 50, 52 off 48 deliveries, including 10 boundaries. And this one might be one of his best. Goes back over the bowler's head. And the wideish long on in place. Vashant Jacker says, I don't care. I'm going straight. Back live. Balls of catch. One hand went up from Vora. I think he's parried that one over the ropes for 6. He won't be happy with himself, mate. He was right there. He was a bit high, so he's just stuck the one hand up. It's come off the top of that one hand. And smashed into the boarding. And Jacker moves to 58. Take it, quick single through square leg, and the deep square in place. Plenty, as I said, nobody on the leg side inside the circle for the Incredibles. Long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square, deep backward square. Nike back on strike. Oh, that's got to be very close. Keeps that back foot down. I think that's what saved him. I'm not sure the bat got back down in time. Another big over. Ruining Prabhu's figures. 2 for 20 now. I was watchfully played as that was right on middle stump. Good supporting role here from Nike. They've got a quarter-century partnership now, these two. After all those wickets fell. Was pitching outside leg. Hitting outside leg. So 3 dots to finish off an over that went for 11. HSBC Life, 86 for 4. 7 overs remain. All right, Nico's going to bowl out here. 3 overs, 2 for 10. Swinging hard, work to do for Meat in the deep. Does well this time. This one cut hard away in the air. Couple of bounces out to deep point. They're swinging hard here. HSBC Life. They're not able to find too many runs off Nico. Oh, he found some runs there, though. I can tell you that one has gone a long way. Jacker moves to the double sixes with a 6. Second maximum of his innings. 52 runs in boundaries for Vashant Jacker. Mentioned he's averaging 68 before this game. Now he's 66, not out at the moment. A little dab poke moves to 67. That's good running from Niranjan Naik. Ball went straight to Supal Jagani, and he'd taken off early, so he's got the strike. Even Nico's going for some runs now. Oh, I say, that wasn't far away from the top of off stump. Nico knows it. can always see the emotion when Nico Shah's bowling. He's got one ball left of his spell. And it's going to finish with the dot outside off. So he finishes with figures of 2 for 19. He's bowled out. Others will have to come into the attack. Captain's bringing himself on. Divyesh Sampal. See if he can't generate a wicket. He needs it, and he'll be captain to captain here. Divyesh Sampal, Vashant Jekka. 67 off 53 so far. He's missed it all. It's come off the knee of Bhavik. So they get through for one. Was there a bit of bat in that one? Maybe that's why it dropped down on Bayani. This one, there's no bat involved. It's a wide +1. Moving towards that 3-figure mark for HSBC Life, inside 15. Still 6 wickets in hand. Took off and stayed wide, that one. So back-to-back wides from the captain. One was heading down leg, but Vashant moved his body across, so kept it to a dot. I was about to say he needed half a run to get to his average of 68.5, but he's managed to do a full run because half runs aren't available. So he moves past his average of 68.5 and brings up the 100 for the team. He's got 69% of the runs. It's a captain's knock, if ever there was. He's getting it to shape away nicely here, Divyesh, but can't find the edge yet. Calls of catch it, but doesn't carry. Takes the one. That moves Nike to second top scorer, second equal top scorer. There hasn't been a lot of support for Vashant Jekka today. Nike has 11, extras have 11, 10 for Namadumpa, for 3 ducks. Keeping the runs down a bit. Extras now move back to second top score. He's swinging incredibly hard here. He's been out there for... This is a... Up in the air. Calls a catch at the slow ball from Divyesh. This time Meet Vora takes a nice catch out at deep mid-wicket. And that's the end of the captain. Out for 69. He got to his average and then he departs. And HSBC Life lose their 5th on 102. That's a big wicket. The captain gets the captain. Arun Ramakrishnan comes out at number 7. 5 overs remain. Rabu to bowl. That should be the final over for him. 3 overs, 2 for 20 so far for Prabhu. Meet Vora with a target on his back at the moment. This one stays along the ground from Nike. And Ramakrishnan swings and misses everything. Thanks the sunnies off. Back-to-back fresh areas for Ramakrishnan as that one zips across the body, but it's too far across. So it's not back-to-back dots, but back-to-back wild swings. Showing his intention early. Flicks this one onto the leg side. Just finds the one, but gets off the mark and rotates the strike back to Naranjan, who has to take the lead here now. He's been out there for 15 deliveries. He's also shown his intent. He's happy to go big, go aerial. Already got one big maximum. He's also shown that he's happy to play the good balls as well. That's nicely played. Coming in on middle and leg. 2 balls left of Prabhu's spell. Getting calls to catch it in the deep, but doesn't carry. Few ones that have fallen short. I wonder if it's worthwhile for that long on to be floating halfway between the rope and the circle. This one top edges, doesn't carry to Jagani this time. So Prabhu's bowled out now. He's done 2 for 25 off his 4 and of the 16th HSBC Live. 107 for 5. Divyesh to continue. Current run rate will get HSBC Live to 134. Ranjan still swinging hard, hoping to get more. Every single and dot brings that run rate down. Therefore, the runs at this rate around 133. That one is the slower one that got him a wicket previous over and almost got the top of off stump of Ramakrishnan. This time around, misses out though, is a dot. Oh, he doesn't miss out this time. That's Ramakrishnan. He's gone over the top, mid off inside the circle. So goes down to the long boundary at long off for 4. Up in the air, over the top of Meet Vora's head. Couldn't get a hand on it this time. And that one's gone all the way for a maximum. Pick this one up nicely, Ramakrishnan. And back live. One's going to go for another maximum. Back-to-back sixes to finish off the over. Big runs coming in the end after two singles in the first three. And another 14. 16, in fact. So 18 coming off the over as HSBC Live moved to 125 for 5. 3 overs remain. I said they were on target for 133. They're now on target for 147 as we watch this replay. Oh, it cuts out as it does. And Jagani back into the attack. Delivery from Jagani up in the air. Chance. Nico's put that one down. Nike survives. That was up in the air for a long time, that floating gully position where Jagani has already taken 2 catches. I'm sure Jagani would have taken it if he was there, but the fill-in fielder of Nico Shah puts it down. So Jagani continues to be wicketless at the moment. Rare for him. Bowled his first 3 overs with the man bun in. His final over, he's got the flowing locks going instead. Almost generated a wicket off the first ball. Knocked back on strike. And it's gone down the throat of Meatvora in the deep. Gets it on one hand, 2 hands, bobbles up in the air, takes it again, and gets the wicket. Missed out on the first ball, got the wicket on the third one. Jagani gets his first, and HSBC Live lose their 6th on 127. The very dangerous Naranjan Naik departs. Full toss. He didn't give it enough this time. Shake of the head from Naranjan. Ganesh Shetty coming out at number 8. Nice little cameo, gets a round of applause from the HSBC Live dugout for Naranjan Naik. Immediately Shetty whips off the pads, takes a single. Ramakrishnan will take over now. The big hitting duties did last over already, but 16 I should say, runs on the board off 3 deliveries, 20 off 9. This has been a good over so far from Jagani. Swatted, again calls a catch it out in the deep side for Vrushan. So he picks it up on the 1 bounce, keeps it to 1. Tidy over from Jagani. He's bowled out. He's got his wicket. 1 for 26 off his 4. 2 overs remain. HSBC Live 129 for 6. Who gets the penultimate over duties? It looks like Chetan Shah will bowl the 19. He's bowled 3 overs, none for 23. Again, another that opened the bowling with Jagani. Yet to get in the wickets. Would, of course, dearly love one. But the dangerous Ramakrishnan on strike. He just dabs this one onto the leg side, which is, again, I've told you a few times this morning, vacant. No, not a soul inside the circle on the leg side. Even umpire Imran Arif is just standing on the outside edge of the circle. This one goes to the forward square in the deep. Meat Vora's been busy out in deep mid-wicket. Harried one for 6, and then after that, speaking of which, he's going to be in the action again. He's not going to carry, though. Boundaries dried up now in the last 9 deliveries, with the wickets falling. A little discussion out in the middle between Shetty and Ramakrishnan. Where to attack? They're really keeping that leg side well covered. Backward square, forward square, deep mid-wicket, and wideish long on. What a good ball there from Chetan. Wild swing, races back. Wild shot, goes into the body of Ramakrishnan. In the end, just a dot. Good penultimate over here from Chetan Shah. Can get away with this one with a dot or maybe just a single. It'll be a win. Ramakrishnan just eases this one onto the leg side. Take a single, will retain strike. So 5 runs coming from the 19th. HSBC Life with 6 legal deliveries remaining, 134 for 6. With the death over to come, we're going to wish a very big happy birthday to friend of KCC Morning League, friend of everyone in cricket in Hong Kong, Anka Vashishta, celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday, Anka. He's got a big India Club tournament coming up in March. He still hasn't WhatsApped me about it. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Divyesh gets the death overs. The captain's going to do the duties, and it's going to start with a boundary backward of square on the 45. Live, and what you've missed is a wide. So nothing missed while the replay was running. More important to show the full than an extra. Came forward, came backward, tried to go the feather, missed it all. Ramakrishnan, dot in the books. 4 balls remain. Work to do for Meet Vora in the deep. Oh, there's a mix-up. It's going to be close. That is awfully close to being out. I think a direct hit from Bhavik might have seen the stumps. Rattled and he'd have to walk. As it is, they get back for 2. 3 balls left. Go through my 8 for 52 podcast birthdays list. Anka Vashishta is not on there. Oh, there's some fielding from backward square down at fine leg. Put the boot down right on the ropes. Save. Oh, it did go for 4 in the end. Thought he got the boot down in time. Faster one from Divyesh. I'll take a 1 as well. 12 runs so far. Handy one. 1 ball left. Can they get a boundary and get to the 150 here? HSBC Life. Here we go. Shetty on strike. Gets the slower one. And that's it. Innings done. And they finished 5 minutes early, umpire Imran Arif telling us. Fastest innings he's probably umpired, I think he's inferring. So we'll have a look at the batting and bowling cards before we go into our little innings break here. The batting card led by the captain, Vashanth Jetta. A marvellous 69 off 57. And a nice little cameo right at the end from Ramakrishnan, 36 not out off just 20 deliveries, 15 from Naik as well, getting the score up to 146. The bowling card for Sky Warriors Incredibles. There it is, a couple of wickets. Those middle session by Prabhu Shah and Nico Shah really got the Incredibles back into the game. 2 for 25 for Prabhu, 2 for 19 for Nico. A singles for Jagani and the captain Divyesh Sompal. There's 6 wickets to fall. So we're in the innings break. HSBC Live putting on 146 after winning the toss and electing to bat. After the innings break in about 9 minutes' time, the Sky Warriors Incredibles will need 147 for victory. Join us then. Kowloon Cricket Club, Aaron Bush with you for this KCC Morning League Grade 2 match. HSBC live up against the Sky Warriors Incredibles. A little adjustment during the innings break. That boundary I didn't think was a boundary in the final over wasn't a boundary. It was a 2 in the end. So the target now for Sky Warriors Incredibles adjusted back by 2. They need 145 for victory. Ramakrishnan to open the bowling for HSBC Life. Mavik Bayani on strike for the Incredibles with Nitesh Gandhi at the non-strikers end as we get underway. That's a way to get underway. Umpire killer one. Akash getting out of the way quickly. Straight down. Nobody at long on or long off. Goes for 4. It's a good start for the Incredibles. They're looking for their second win. HSBC Life undefeated. Well, swinging hard. Goes over the top of first slip and finds the short boundary for 4. Starting with 2 boundaries here. The wicketkeeper today, Mavik Bayani. Swing hard. Oh, it wasn't far away from that right hand of the captain, Vashanth Jekka in first slip. Gets away with it. Starting very strongly, very quickly. Nine off 2 legal deliveries now. Sky Warriors Incredibles haven't had a victory since September 12 last year. That's right at the beginning of the season. I think it was game 2 for grade 2. This time misses the outside edge. Ruhil Bairagi with the gloves on for HSBC Life. Under the pads, they have a square leg fielder, so Nitesh has to scamper back. Some thought on that one from umpire Yadav, but in the end, a second extra. Smile on the face of Ramakrishnan. Talking in that first innings about happy birthday to Anka Vashishta. He's not in my players' birthdays list for the 8 for 52 podcast, which I'm recording this afternoon. I'll have to find out how old he is. Producer, director, Myra Baloch next to me has to go and message Anka and find out how old he is to date so we can put it in my database. Well, he's almost flicked that one to that shortish square leg just inside the circle. One bounce. End of the over. It started big, then slowed down. 10 runs coming from the first. Sky Warriors Incredibles need another 135 at 7.11. Pradeep into the attack for over number 2 for HSBC Life and Tridep Mukherjee. We didn't see him with the bat, Tridep. Always bowls early for HSBC Life. Nitesh Gandhi yet to face a ball. He's on strike now. Run around the ground and see where all the fielding places are. Only a deep third, unless there's a deep mid-wicket in place somewhere outside the circle. Well, there's nobody there, that's for sure, as it's gone over the top of square leg's head. And this over starting much like the last one with a boundary. Pick that one off, middle and off. And it has forced the adjustment in the field. Now a deep square leg just forward of square out on the ropes. So I'll go around the fielding positions. I've got the slip, of course, the captain Jacker, and a deep third. It's not that deep because it's that the shortest of all boundaries. A backward point, cover, extra cover mid-off, mid-on. That deep square leg now, and a backward square on the 45 inside the circle. They're bringing deep third in and pushing mid-on. It's the Ninja heading. He's just floating halfway between the ropes and the circle as he now continues to head back. I actually like the idea of a floating position there, which is where he's holed up. It's the longest boundary, or one of the longest boundaries, trying to go through cow corner. We saw plenty not carrying all the way to the ropes in the first innings. So the Ninja's just floating there. One shape back in nicely from Mukherjee. And after the first boundary, a couple of dot balls. Nitesh still swinging hard, much like Bayani at the other end. Lucky to get away with that one. True deep, big full toss, and Natasha smashed it straight back to him. So 3 dots in a row. Spots this one hard on the offside down towards the scoreboard. That is the longest boundary, so it's going to pull up inside. I'll come back for 2. Keeping runs on the board. 6 this over after 10 in the first. One ball left of the second. Yorker length from Trideep as it drops down, and Nike does the fielding from that long on position. They get 3 for 1. Gandhi will retain strike. 7 runs coming from the second. Incredible. 17 for the loss of no wicket after 2. Same time, HSBC Life 12 for the loss of no wickets. So Incredibles at the moment ahead of the game. Ramakrishnan to bowl a second. Square leg comes back inside the circle as they push deep third back. Oh, swatted hard in the air. Of course, a good shot from the dugout, but it only split mid-off and extra cover. Would have carried to either if it was going to them. That's where the ball landed, inside the circle. And Tesh gets back for 2. Split the gap between the two in the field. It's hard onto the leg side this time. That protection in the deep keeps it to 1. Off to a flying start here. We thought HSBC Life got off to a flyer, but Incredibles even faster. 20 off 14 deliveries. Which is what they need, a good start. They've got good batting to come as well. Well, there's a few getting underneath this one. It's going to fall in no man's land. So it's 3 converge. Ramakrishnan, Trideep both coming across. Just falls safely. So Gandhi gets away with that one. Well, it was Bayani, I should say. As he skied that one up into the air. Gandhi on strike now. 3 balls left of the 3rd. Well, this one's got some juice. That's gone through cow corner all the way down onto the turf training area. First maximum in the books for the Incredibles off the bat of Nitesh Gandhi. Not scared to go aerial, these two, and happy to pick out the longer boundaries. That's not a small hit from Gandhi. Picked it up outside off, out of the middle. Thank you very much. Plenty of excitement in the Incredibles dugout below our commentary position. The sun just comes out from behind the clouds. Oh, another fluky one. Look at this for an effort in the field. That's brilliant. Saved 3 runs for sure down there in deep 3rd. Not the first one to go flying over the top of the slips cordon. Both of these openers for the Incredibles, they're swinging really hard. So, of course, you find even an edge, it flies away. Find the middle, flies far, far away. Oh, and that's going to be 4 as well. Angled in onto the hips, takes it backward of square on the 45. In bright, bright sunshine to finish off a massive over for the Incredibles. 15 coming from it. After 3, they're 32 for the loss of no wicket. It's going to be a change in bowling. The Ninja into the attack for HSBC Life. Naranjan Naik will bowl over number 4. Can HSBC, do they need to find a wicket? They need to break this big partnership already. We saw that in the first innings, half-century partnership. Well, I'm going to break it now. That one's going to go for another boundary. Out that backward square on the 45. been a popular spot. That's where Vashant Jekka was finding plenty of runs in the early overs as well. And Gandhi does the same. Third boundary for him. 3 boundaries apiece, in fact. Gandhi ahead on the stats with a maximum and 2 fours. A maximum and 3 fours. As that one races through deep mid-wicket for 4. Well, nobody yet for HSBC able to find the wicket or stop the runs. Anyone doing the fielding there is the captain for the incredible Divya Shampal with the pads on. Back live. Could be the first wicket. It's bounced off the chest of Trinity Mukherjee. Gets alive. Gandhi dropped on 25. See how expensive that will be as the day goes on. Bayani now plays a watchful forward drive defensively. Clouds just coming across the sunshine again. I can't see where the clouds are from our vantage point. It's all blue sky, but obviously where the sun is, that's where the clouds are. Oh, that one. 2 on the boundary on the leg side, inside the power plate. Rare, but doesn't matter. Can't stop that 4. And the deep square leg in place, just forward of square. So Bhavik decides to go just behind square, take that backward square on the 45, also on the ropes out of the equation. So they put a 3rd player into the square leg region. Deep square forward. And a backward, just backward, standing just to the right of umpire Arifat, square leg inside the circle. Another big over for the Incredibles. 13 coming from the 4th. They moved to 45 for the loss of no wicket. Comparison time, HSBC Life were 22 for the loss of no wicket. So they're all over double ahead of where HSBC Life were at this point. Of course, late flurry of runs got their score up to 144. But at the moment, these two out in the middle, keeping the run rate above 10. 11.25 after 4. Mukherjee to bowl over number 5. He needs to find a wicket after that drop catch. Needs some redemption, does Tridip Mukherjee. And it's the man he dropped on strike. So if he can get a wicket here, not really much damage done, to be honest. But if Gandhi can take him for a few, he's going to try, that's for sure. This gets 1 as the long on in place. So long on and deep mid wicket. Now the coverage outside the circle. So no deep 3rd for those flick edges. As you can see, Jekka's now moved out of slip and gone into a fly slip back on the circle. Three wins, no losses for HSBC Life. 1 win, 2 losses for the Incredibles. It's been 5 months since the Incredibles had their win. Got a second win today. Will give them a chance to move up the table. And Bhavik just takes a single through cow corner. All to play for in Grade 2. Of course, we do have the relegation promotion system each season for KCC Morning League. The 2 teams from Grade 2 that make the grand final right at the end of May, they will go up into Grade 1 next year, and the bottom 2 from Grade 1 will come down to Grade 2. I was talking to the HSBC Life players before the game. They desperately want to get into Grade 1 because they want to play their stablemates from the Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation. HSBC team is up in Grade 1. It's the one with Xian Witunga and Buddy Guwap. Big side that one is as well. But they want to go up as well. Bankers versus insurers. Of course, the Incredibles want to go up and join the other two Sky Warriors teams that are in Grade 1. Oh, that is absolutely smoked. Pick that one up off the toe, straight over square leg, umpire's head. Goes for a maximum. Well, so far, Trideep's not been able to get revenge on Tesh Gandhi as he moves into the 30s. The 50 comes up for the Sky Warriors Incredibles. Inside 5 overs. This is pretty. Just flicked it off. No deep square with mid-wicket in place now, so gets the boundary. Get another extra past the outside of the bottom edge of the bat, so wide. We saw a half-century partnership to open with for HSBC, and now we've seen one for the Sky Warriors Incredibles. Single out to Cow Corner. Down in the Sky Warriors dugout, see the captain Devesh padded up. Also Mead Vora. I think Vrushank Vari has padded up as well. Long over here from Mukherjee. This will be his 10th delivery. Well, that just pops up on the leg side. Not what Bhavik was trying to do, but again, they've had to spread the field so wide to try to protect the boundaries that nobody there in a catching position. See, 5 overs done, 15 remain. That blue line from Sky Warriors Incredibles is climbing. They're 59 after 5. No wickets down, 29 runs ahead on comparison. That's what that big gap between the blue and the red line is. HSBC after 5 with 30 for none. Ranjan Naik to bowl a second. First one going for 13, but everyone's being expensive when the run rate is 11.8. After being the lead scorer there to start with, Bhavik Bayani, 2 fours off the first 2 deliveries. He sat back and watched the Nitesh Gandhi show. He's 19 off 13. He's on strike. I think they've got too many players outside the circle here. That's what the delay is, because they had a backward square on the 45 on the ropes, plus the beat midweek Cow Corner. And that's a no-no inside the power play. They're only allowed the 2. Got a forward square, backward square inside the circle now. Past the mid-wicket and the floating Cow Corner fielder. Oh, that one darted back in off the seam. Nice ball. Red dot. Giving themselves more work to do in the field. The ball came back and missed by everyone. Mukherjee had to run all the way down to the side screen to pick that one up, toss it back to Naranjan. Got the ball now and continue. Took that one up high on the thigh pad as he tried to hit through that square leg. Not sure about this from HSBC. I think the backward square is a better deep fielder than the mid wicket. It's just that shorter boundary that they've liked to target. We shall see. So far, tidy over this time. Rest ring of 3 dots, bringing some dot ball pressure back to the Incredibles HSBC life. This time they'll find a run to mid-off, set back on the circle. 2 balls left of the power play. 60 up already for the Incredibles. They will be very happy with that. Taped away too much. Need to re-bowl that one. I'm off to KCC Match Centre to have a look at the scoreboard. One's crunch straight into long on, so the cow corner fielder. Ramakrishnan there has to shuffle around to his left. Finally, they get the breakthrough. HSBC Life straight through, dismantling the stumps. That's the end of Bhavik Bayani for 20. The Ninja strikes at the end of his second. The power play done. Sky Warriors lose their first on 62. Coming in at number 3, Dhruv Shangvaria for the Incredibles. He can score big. It's a 60-run partnership, 62 in fact. They need 83 now, with 14 overs remaining. The run rate required down under 6, 5.93. Mukherjee to continue, 2 overs done for 21. They get a new batter, be at the non-striker's end. I just had to call out to Imran, the batters, not realising it was the end of the over at the wrong ends. So Nitesh will be on strike. So Nitesh Gandhi and Tridi Mukherjee continue their battle. And he's going to start popping it up over the top of extra cover for 4. Gandhi continues to rub salt into the wounds after that drop catch. And he moves to 39, his 6th boundary. Replay. Gets a full one. Takes full advantage. Back live and overcorrects this time. So Gandhi winning this battle at the moment. Put on 14 since being put down. Staying over 20 runs ahead on the comparison. Sunshine back at KCC. And the sunshine has brought a maximum for Nitesh Gandhi as he scoops that one through cover. Big cover drive for 6. Third maximum for Nitesh as he moves into the 40s. Well outside off, picks it up nicely. Back live. They've got coverage at extra cover in the deep now, but a bit of a fumble. Only still gets one, though. Moves to 46 of 21. Already seen a half century from the HSBC Life captain. Gandhi on track as well, going at a faster clip. 46 off 21 at the non-striker's end. Frushank Varia now faces his first delivery, and he gets an absolute beaut. He chops it out nicely. No mid-on, so they were thinking about a single. Ninja zooms across, stealth-like from mid-off to pick that one up and keep it to a dot. Not pushing hard. Easy back for two. Find a little gap on that leg side. We saw that in the first innings as well. Vastly spread leg side field. It's actually a 5-4 leg side field for these two. There's plenty of gaps on the offside as well. Keeping that run rate over 11. And past the halfway mark. Inside 7 overs, just 68 runs required now. 9 wickets in hand. Pushing on. Knight picks up. Big throw in down to the striker's end, but they'll get through for a single. 16 coming from the 7th. Sky Warriors Incredibles move to 78 for 1, needing 67 at 5.15. And as always at KCC Morning League, joined by producer-director Myra Baloch, who's now laughing at me because I stumbled off her first name. But it's probably because while I was trying to commentate that last over, she was shadow boxing me while I was trying to commentate. It's always something. Usually it's dancing. Today it's shadow boxing. She says it's too cold, but look on screen. What a beautiful day last week of February. Hard to believe that Saturday means it's March. Where is 2025 gone already? Ninja continues. Oh, Frushank came a long way down there and had to go a long way back. It was hit straight to point. It was a good call from Natesh. Frushank always looking for the singles. He's very quick between the wickets, of course. But Natesh, he's been out there smashing big runs. Happy to take the dot. I was talking about going off to the KCC Morning Centre scoreboard on the web before, and the reason was I wanted to go check out how many extras were in the books already for HSBC Life. It's been quite a few. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to Google, type in KCC Match Centre, and all these games that we're scoring live, Myra's scoring live on NV Play, it all gets uploaded instantaneously to the Match Centre. It was 14 extras in the first innings from the Incredibles. There's already been 11, all in wides so far. Only in the 8th over for HSBC Life, and they won't want to be giving away too many more. Only 63 more required for the Incredibles. Run rate required, not far away from ducking under 5. It's 5.04 halfway through this over. I think that's gone through the hands as well at point. Another missed opportunity perhaps for HSBC Life. Get back for 2. Chunking to finish it off. Another one in the air. This time not a chance of a catch, but it is going to be a boundary to finish off the over, which means it's going to be a 10-run over in the end. As the Incredibles move to the lucky 8s after 8. All the 8s, 88 for 1 after 8, needing another 57 at just 4.75, 9 wickets in hand. Another boundary. Another one in the air near that point fielder, but no chance of a catch this time. Vrushank moves into the double figures. Partnership already over a quarter century, 26 off 12. As you can see on screen, no slowing down by the Sky Warriors Incredibles. They're playing like a team that shouldn't have lost 2 games already. Currently on track to take down ladder leaders HSBC Life. Going to see a change in bowling. Shish Tucker into the attack. Might have well been the man that put down Vrushank in the previous over. He was at that point fielding position. Whether he got hands on it or not, I'm not sure, but certainly looked adjacent. So another bowler that needs to find some redemption. Mukherjee couldn't do it after putting down Nitesh on 25. And he's on strike. As we said in the first innings, say it again, he can see the scoreboard, so it's no commentator's curse. He's on track for getting a half century. How's he going to do it? He's going to smash it through mid-wicket for a 6. That's the way to bring up your 50, son. 52 off 22 deliveries, 4 fours, 4 maximums. Mid-wicket fielder thought he was a chance on this one, but it kept on going and going and going and ended up landing on top of the HSBC Life tents. Back live. Gandhi, 52 off 22. And this time he goes through long on with cow corner covered. Takes a 4. Moves to 56 off 23. 5th, 4, 9th boundary for Gandhi. Back live. Dot ball. Partnership up to 36 now after 10 runs smashed off the first 2 deliveries. And then straight back into the boundaries as he goes for another maximum. He hits 5 4s. Now he's hit 5 6s. He likes to keep them matched. 62 off 25. Just like that, the 100 up with another milestone maximum. Sky Warriors Incredibles looking for a early finish here as they're racing away. Same time, HSBC Life were 55 for 2, so they're 50 runs ahead after this delivery. I'll get Myra to stop shadow boxing and put up the worm so you can see just how far advanced the Sky Warriors Incredibles are on this run chase. A single to finish off as Varia will retain strike. 9 overs done. 106 for 1. Here comes the worm. Look at that. And there's a flurry of wickets coming as well for HSBC Life, which slowed things down. 51 runs ahead on comparison. 106 for 1 compared to 55 for 2. Another new bowler into the attack. Naveen into the attack. We didn't see him with bat either. Naveen Kumara. New player for HSBC Life. I know that because I had to create a new player profile for him. We'll see what he's got. Looks like medium pace with the right arm. Starts with the loosener as well, but the extras not helping out at all. Just 38 more runs required by the Incredibles. They got a massive 11 overs to do it in. Run rate required, you can see on screen, just 3.45. And with another extra, it's 3.36. Well, that really, really hurts because that's 4 on top of wide, 5 runs coming off that one. So it's been 7 runs, 50-run partnership brought up with, what's that, 7 extras this over. 51 off 18. Wow. That's some sort of strike rate. And as it stands, HSBC Life are going to be inflicted with their first loss of the 2024-25 KCC Morning League Grade 2. And the Incredibles can get their season back on track. They'll be 2-2 if they get the win here, needing just 32 more. Well, they need 28 more because that's going for 4. No one at deep point. So he just chops it over the top. You can see the 50-run partnership there on the screen, but it's now 55 with this boundary, which we'll see the replay of shortly. There it comes. Chops it over the top of point. Back live. Gets through for a dot this time. 28 required. They've put the deep point and have a point in place because they know that's where Varia likes to go. So instead he goes through square leg this time. Just forward a square leg. They had the player inside the circle. And a backward square and a deep mid wicket. So Varia just goes through forward square. Balls left of this over, and there's already 15 runs off it. He's hit that one too well. One bounce to Nike it mid-off. So, dot. 2 balls just to get us to the halfway mark and 122 on the board. Sky Warriors Incredibles current run rate. But you're looking at 250. Takes 1. Gandhi will face the final delivery of the first half of the batting innings with 22 runs required. Score being 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Barry's going to come through. Gets through safely. More extras, big extras, 10 extras this over already now. 1 ball left. 19 off the over. 20 required. Oh, and he's just going to flick this one nice and fine. Finishes off with another boundary. 10 overs done, 10 remain. 129 on the board for the Sky Warriors Incredibles. 9 wickets in hand, 16 runs required. They need about 1.6 runs per wicket. Forget the run rate, that's 1.6 as well. That's the one required, of course. They're going at 12.9. This is going to be a comprehensive victory for the Sky Warriors Incredibles. Let me pull up the KCC Match Centre and see if I can do a calculation of where this will leave everyone on the table. Just said, Incredibles started the day in 6th place with 1 win and 2 losses. A win today moves them to at least 4th. Oh, that's almost into the broadcast area. Lucky for the netting. Nitesh Gandhi. Now, equal highest scorer of the day with Vashanth Jekka, but so much quicker, 69 off 27 deliveries. That's his 6th maximum to go with 5 fours. And he's been put down. Backward of square. They had the player in place. Second time Gandhi's been dropped today. It's just not that kind of day for HSBC Life. Gandhi, who I thought was definitely going to be out on the same score as Vashanth Jekka, gets dropped and gets a single, moves to 70. So he's now the top scorer to date. Catchers win matches, as they say in the classics. And today, the catchers have not gone HSBC Life's way. So, looking at the table, I would suggest there's a chance that the Incredibles might go 3rd here. Sunlawn Titans are in 3rd with 2 wins and 1 loss. The net run rate 0.49. It depends on how much net run rate they get boosted here. Goes with a maximum again. Moves to 76. 7-6 to get to 76. Can he finish the game off here? Yes, he can. Of course he can. Does a boundary, not a maximum this time, but it is 4 to finish the game. Moves to 80 not out. Nitesh Gandhi, player of the match here in the 13th game of Grade 2 KCC Morning League. A big, big win for the Sky Warriors Incredibles, finishing it off inside 11. Massive victory. They win by 9 wickets. They finish it off quickly. And they get their 2nd win and inflict the first loss to the table leaders, HSBC Life. There's the batting card. Nothing to complain about there for the Incredibles. Mavi Bayani started with 2 fours and got up to 20 off 18. Vrushank Vararia getting a 26 off 17, but nothing compares to Nitesh Gandhi. 80 off 30. 21 extras not helping the HSBC Life team. And the bowling card, it's not pretty. The Ninja got a wicket, 1 for 26, everyone else being expensive. He was the only one, Naranjan Naik, to keep his runs per over out of double figures. So we're done here at Kowloon Cricket Club for Grade 2 with Sky Warriors Incredibles notching up a 9-wicket victory. You can see the summary there. We're going to be back tomorrow morning from 7 a.m. It'll be a Grade 1 match of the KCC Morning League. We'll be covering that one live from 7 a.m. But from Myra Baloch in production and me in commentary, Aaron Bush signing off.